fear plays a big role in the whole imposter syndrome thing, right? Of course. But I just thought about this while you were saying, like, I remember a couple of years ago watching, I don't know if anyone who's watching this has seen this, but there was that documentary that was made on the Chicago Bulls in the 1990s, The Last Dance. And it really follows around Michael Jordan, who in the sports world, right, is like the epitome of success and the epitome of greatness, right? And they interviewed him. They were asking him about fear. And they were asking about like all the times that you would take the last shot in the game. And what if you missed it? You know, what if you made it? What if you missed it? And he said, why would I possibly worry about something that has never happened yet? And I was like, that is such a powerful thing, because so many of us, myself included, you can focus so much on like, what if I do this and it doesn't work? What if I fall flat on my face? And it's like, what if it works? What if it produces something even better than what you could have possibly, thought of in the beginning?
See, so that's where it's almost better if you don't know, right? So like when I started dog training, I was just a kid in my parents' house. I saw this dude living with wolves, and I said, that's a good idea. And so like I wanted to do what I'm doing for over a decade. And for over a decade, I could not figure out how to do it. I didn't understand. The people in my community didn't want to bring me in and let me be wise to the game. So I had to kind of earn my stripes, And so I just really resonate with that person who's starting out and lacks that self-belief. I feel for that individual, because it's a rough game out here, and not a lot of people are willing to share their secrets. I don't have an issue sharing anything, but I've always been kind of open that way. And like I said, my heart's still with the person that's just trying to come up and start this thing, because it's passion for me before business, really. But I've learned the business side, and you know this about me.
Absolutely,
You've had to have talks with me when I come back to you and tell you that a 7-session program turned into a 14-session program and stuff of these natures.
But to anybody who's listening to this right now, like if you feel like you're struggling with fear, a fear of getting started, fear of charging enough money, fear of imposter syndrome, like any of that, the only way that you're going to get over that is like in the like the medical world, it's exposure therapy, right? Like clinical psychologists, they don't tell you to, so like you have that fear, stay away from that, avoid that like the plague, right? Like you need to face your fears at a certain point and like do things that put you out of your comfort zone. Because once you get those reps in and you start realizing like, hey, I can slay this dragon, or there isn't really a monster on the other side of this door. Once you do that enough times, you're going to move past that fear. Once you charge $1,000 for a program, you're going to realize like, wow, people paid for this, right? So there's people out there charging $1,500. Maybe I can charge that. And so like, it just starts with taking that first step forward, giving yourself permission to fail as well. If it doesn't work, you can always go back. But the thing is, if you just don't ever do it, you never try, you'll never know.